One of my clients delivered $80,000 in food to a hotel chain. They waited and waited. 2 months later, still nothing until we stepped in. Within 14 days, most of that money was wired into their account. I'll show you exactly how we did it and how you can do the same. If you sell food, linens, equipment, or supplies to restaurants, hotels, or cruise lines, you live on tight margins and fast cash flow. One late account can throw off payroll, rent, and your next purchase order. If someone owes you money right now, you don't need drama. You need a clear path to payment that works in the real world. I'm Santiago Cueto, a board-certified international business law attorney and best-selling author. I work with suppliers and hospitality companies every day. I've seen what gets invoices paid and what wastes time. Let's walk through the plan step by step in plain English. Start by getting the facts straight. Pull every invoice, credit memo, delivery receipt, and email thread. Check what was ordered, what was delivered, who signed for what, and what's still open. Put the total past due on one page. List the dates. List any promises they made. And when you speak, you want the numbers in front of you, not a guess. Reach the person who can actually release the funds. Not the host, not the sous chef. For a hotel, that's usually the controller or AP manager. For a restaurant group, it's a CFO or the owner. For a cruise line, it's procurement or finance. Be polite and firm. Keep it short. Try something like, we're showing $48,000 past due across 6 invoices. Product was delivered and signed. We need a payment plan with dates today. What can you authorize right now? Then be quiet. Let them answer. If they ask for time, set a clear deadline, not soon. Say, okay, I'll expect a written plan by 3 p.m. on Thursday. If I don't have it, we'll move to formal demand. You're not threatening, you're setting a boundary. Boundaries stop the stall. Stop the bleeding while you negotiate. Put the accounts on hold for new credit orders. Move to COD, wire in advance, or partial prepay. You're not punishing them, you're protecting your cash while you work out a solution. If they insist on more product without paying, that's your signal. They're using your inventory to float their business. Don't let that happen. Offer a simple payment plan if they're honest and the business is viable. Short term. Clear dates, no vague weekly payments when we can. Try $15,000 this Friday by wire, $10,000 next Friday, then 2 equal payments to close out the balance. Also, ask for a personal guarantee from an owner if you don't already have one. If they won't sign it, that tells you a lot. Use the power you already have in your document. Check your credit application and terms. Do you have late fees, interest, and an attorney's fees clause? Do you have venue and governing law? If yes, great. Mention it in your conversation. If not, fix it for future orders. It's hard to collect fees you never put in writing. Lock down proof of delivery. This wins disputes. Make sure you have signed tickets, BOLs, photos, or temperature logs if it's perishable. If they claim quality issues, ask for a written report and photos from the same day. If they kept and used the goods, that defense is weak. Use that fact. If you supply produce, you may have special trust rights. This matters. With fresh fruits and vegetables, federal law can put your claim ahead of many others if you follow the rules and put the right notice on your invoices. If that's you, mention it in your demand and move fast. It changes leverage. If your customer is a cruise line, understand maritime leverage. Suppliers of necessaries to a vessel can have a maritime lien. That's not a normal debt. It's a claim against the ship itself. It can give you real power if the vessel calls on a U.S. port. It also means your paperwork and delivery records matter even more. If you're in this lane, talk to counsel who handles maritime. Small details decide outcomes. Send a proper demand letter when the stall continues. Keep it short and serious. State the balance, list the invoices, attach proof of delivery, and cite your contract terms and give a firm deadline. Say how you expect payment. Wire only to the account listed. State what happens if the deadline passes. That might be filing suit, moving for pre-judgment remedies, or pursuing lien rights where available. You're not writing a novel, you're signaling you're prepared to act. Remember that hotel client I told you about at the start? The one who was waiting on an $80,000 payment? Here's how we got it done. After 2 months of excuses, we filed a lawsuit immediately. That one move changed the entire tone of the conversation. Suddenly, their attorneys were calling, not their managers. Within 14 days, the full $80,000 was wired to my client's account. That's the power of moving fast and showing you're ready to use the legal tools at your disposal. It's important to understand the legal options that let you move quickly. In many states, you can file for replevin to recover specific goods or use attachment or garnishment to freeze funds once you filed suit. This isn't for every case, but if the debtor is moving money or closing locations, speed matters. Talk to a lawyer who does commercial collections. Ask about timing, costs, and odds before you spend a dollar. You also need to watch out for bankruptcy warning signs. Sudden silence, bounce checks, vendors talking in the lobby. If they file an automatic stay, kicks in. Stop self-help. File a proof of claim. If you shipped goods right before the filing, ask about reclamation rights. If you were paid in the 90 days before the filing, your payment might get challenged later. That sounds unfair, but there are defenses. Don't guess. Get advice early. Pick the right forum. If your contract has arbitration, you'll likely use it. If not, decide between small claims, county court, or a commercial division that handles bigger cases. Consider whether the customer has assets and bank accounts. Winning a judgment is step one. Reaching assets is step two. Ask your lawyer about bank garnishments and judgment liens. It's not just about being right, it's about getting paid. Use third parties when it helps. A solid collection firm or a law office can move things faster. Many work on a flat fee for the demand and contingency later. Ask for transparency on costs and strategy. Don't pay for letters that say nothing. Pay for action that produces money. Clean up your future orders while you fight about the past. Raise credit limits only with recent financials. Get a fresh personal guarantee. File a UCC-1 if you're taking a security interest in equipment or inventory. If you're delivering expensive gear, think about a purchase money security interest. It must be set up the right way and often before delivery. That one step can change everything if things go wrong later. Tighten your internal process. Before fulfillment, run a quick credit check on new restaurants and single location hotels. For groups, ask for corporate parent info. For cruise lines, confirm entity names, not just brand names. Get an email from the finance contact that confirms terms and the legal name that will pay you. Mismatch of names is a common reason invoices die. Make your invoices collector-friendly. Use the correct legal entity. Include delivery dates, PO numbers, and full bank wire instructions. Add the contract interest and late fee language if allowed. You also want to put a clear dispute X days line. If no one speaks up in that window, you have a stronger position later. Expect the classic stall lines and keep your cool. We didn't receive that notice. Well, send it again with read receipt. We had quality issues. Well, then ask for the same day reports and photos. The owner is out of town. Then ask who is authorized to pay in their absence. We'll pay when the cash improves. Well, offer a short plan and put them on COD for new orders. You're not here to fight. You're here to collect. Decide when to walk. If the business is closing locations, staff is fleeing, and you can't get a signed plan, stop shipping on credit. Protect your healthy customers. A bad account can take down a good company. Your team depends on you to be decisive. If you do reach a deal, put it in writing. List dates, amounts, and the wire detail. Include a default clause that lets you enter judgment for the full amount if they miss a payment. If your jurisdiction allows that, keep it simple, get signatures, then monitor the dates. If a payment is late by a day, follow up that day. Document every call. Write the date, the person, what they promised, and by when. When you do have to escalate, that log is gold. Judges and arbitrators notice reliable records. So do bank lawyers when you seek a garnishment. One more thing on a relationship. You can be firm and still be respectful. Many operators hit rough weeks. Some fix it. Some don't. Your tone should be steady, not angry. You're the adult in the room. Adults get paid. If you need help, talk to someone who handles hospitality and maritime accounts. Small choices early save big money later. And if this was useful, subscribe and share it with a fellow supplier who's chasing past due accounts right now. Getting paid on time isn't luck, it's a system. Use it.